Can I sort of frame it within a conversation I had with a local dad that, and he said that I can use this term because I know language is really important, but he said that he's a black man, and he was telling me about how he went into, and does regularly, go into our local coffee shop. And he said that depending on what he wears quite often, and sometimes it doesn't depend on what he wears, he walks into the coffee shop and he notices these small things like people in the coffee shop just touching their handbag or touching their pram or asking their child to come close. And it might be that they are unconsciously doing these small little gestures, but actually they build up a narrative of prejudice and discrimination against people.
And microaggressions that aren't recognised as any form of aggression.
And I didn't know about these things and because I haven't lived that experience. And I think he also told me that sometimes he found that white women were actually very biased towards him when he walked down the road, particularly if he was wearing a hoodie. You know, it might be that they would cross the road or they wouldn't get eye contact. So if I was to think about the three things that make up unconscious bias.
The first one would be our life experiences. You know, my life experience as a dual heritage sort of individual, you know, and I have part of me is Scottish, no part of me is English, sadly, but Indian and Yemeni. My life experiences have been different dependent upon where I am, where I go, and who I meet. And what I mean by that is that, you know, numerous years ago when I went for job interviews, you know, I can remember one experience where I went to one employer who were fantastic, absolutely brilliant, and another employer, identical company, who one of the first questions they asked me was, so what do we shorten Gamiel to?
Okay.
Gamiel, how do you shorten Gamiel? Guess which employer I went to? The one that didn't ask me the question. And there's been loads of different life experiences